Welcome to your favorite channel for learning English. Here's a short story about the golden bread. Listen and practice. In the small village of Oakwood, the sky was filled with gray clouds, and a strong wind was blowing through the narrow streets. For young Amelia, it was the kind of day that made her long for the warmth and comfort of home. As she hurried through the crowded market, images of her mother's freshly baked bread consumed her thoughts. Its golden crust glistened in the dim kitchen light. The smell filled the air, beckoning her back to the familiar comfort of her family's humble cottage. But today, Amelia's mission was not one of pleasure, but one of necessity. Her family's coffers were empty, so her parents entrusted her with the task of securing the last of their meager savings to buy a loaf of bread. As Amelia wandered through the crowded stalls, her eyes scanned the crowd, searching for the familiar face of the kindly baker. Finally, she saw him, his tired hands skillfully kneading dough, his face etched with years of hard work and perseverance. Amelia approached the stall, her heart pounding with anticipation. "My dear sir," she said, her voice trembling slightly. The baker looked up, a warm smile spreading across his tired face. "Ah, little Amelia, I've been waiting for you. Your mother spoke so admiringly of your devotion to your family." He reached under the counter and pulled out a freshly baked loaf of bread, its crust a stunning golden color. "This is on the shop's account, dear," he said, gently placing the bread in Amelia's outstretched hands. Amelia's eyes widened in disbelief. "But, sir, I have the money to pay for the bread," she protested, gripping the bread tightly. The baker raised his weary hand and said, "I know, my little one, but your family has been through a lot of hardship. This is my way of helping to lighten your burden, if only for a moment." Amelia felt a lump in her throat, and she tried to hide the tears of gratitude. "Thank you, sir," she whispered. "Thank you so much." As Amelia hurried home, the golden loaf of bread in her arms, she marveled at the baker's kindness and generosity. In a world that often seemed cruel and unbending, his simple act of compassion shone like a beacon of hope, reminding Amelia that even in the darkest times, there were still good people in the world. That evening, as Amelia and her family gathered around the table to share their precious loaf of bread, she realized that bread was more than just food, a symbol of the unbreakable bonds of love and community that had sustained them through life's trials. In the years to come, whenever Amelia's eyes fell on a golden loaf of bread, she remembered that fateful day, and the kindness of the simple baker that restored her faith in the goodness of humanity.